So, have you ever made something you were super proud of, a really great product, only to see it, well, just sit there? Today, we are diving into one of the most crucial skills in business: how to market a physical product so it actually connects with people and, sells. Let's get right into it. It's a question that keeps a lot of entrepreneurs up at night, right? You can have the most brilliant, high quality product on the market, but if it's not flying off the shelves, what gives? In today's crowded world, just having a great product isn't enough anymore. The real magic, it turns out, happens somewhere else entirely. And that right there is the secret sauce. That's the big takeaway for today. Great marketing isn't about listing off technical specs or what something is made of. It's about telling a compelling story. It's about explaining why a customer desperately needs your product, and more importantly, how it's going to make their life better. That's the story that sticks. Okay, so to tell that story well, you have to master the single most important idea in all of product marketing. It sounds simple, but I promise you it changes everything. We're talking about the critical difference between a product's features and its benefits. This right here is the golden rule. You should write this down. Customers don't buy features, they buy benefits. So what's the difference? Well, a feature is what a product is. A benefit is what that product does for you. As soon as you shift your brain to focus on the benefit, your entire marketing game is going to change. Okay, check this out. This slide lays it out perfectly. A feature, like this bag is made from genuine leather, is just a fact. It's fine. But the benefit, that this bag will last for years and develop beautiful character, now that tells me why I should care. Same with the coffee. Roasted fresh daily is the feature. The benefit? You get to enjoy the fullest, most aromatic coffee experience possible. The feature is the proof, but the benefit is the promise. So let's really nail this down. A benefit is how your product makes someone's life better. It answers that silent question every customer has: what's in it for me? And this is so important because people buy on emotion and then justify that purchase with logic. Benefits speak directly to emotions: convenience, status, security, happiness. Your job is to connect every single feature to one of those powerful, life-improving outcomes. All right, you're with me so far. You get how to talk about benefits. But what happens when your competitors are talking about the exact same benefits? That's when you have to dig deeper and find your unique angle, your edge. And that edge has a name. It's your unique selling point, or USP for short. This isn't just a list of things your product does well. It's the one thing that only you can deliver. It's the reason a customer should pick you over everyone else in a crowded room. Think about it. Is your coffee the only one sourced from a tiny, specific organic farm in Guatemala? That could be a huge USP. And you know what? Finding that USP isn't some kind of mystical process. It's actually a pretty simple three-step recipe. First, just brain dump every single feature your product has. Second, do exactly what we just practiced. Turn every one of those features into a real customer benefit. And third, the crucial step. Look at your list of benefits and ask, which one of these can nobody else claim? Which one is truly uniquely ours? That's your USP. That's your edge. Okay, this is where the real fun begins. We've got our core message, right? We know our benefits, we've found our USP. Now we need to wrap it all in language that doesn't just inform, but actually creates desire. We're moving from just stating facts to making people feel something. So, let's look at a classic example. Here's a pretty standard fact. Our tea contains natural ingredients. Okay, it's true, it's accurate. But is it exciting? Does it make you want to run out and buy it? Probably not. It's just information. But bam, look at this. See the difference? We went from a dry fact to an emotional promise. We're using a powerful verb like nourish and these amazing words like pure wellness. Suddenly, we're not just selling tea leaves in a bag. We're selling a feeling of health, of purity, of doing something good for your body. All right, let's do one more just to really drive it home. Again, a totally fine description. This furniture is made from recycled wood. It tells me what it is. But does it make me want it? Does it connect with me on any level? Not really. And this is where the magic happens. This is persuasion. It taps into values that people care about, like sustainability. It uses emotional words like beauty and story. All of a sudden, it's not just a table made of old wood. It's a piece of furniture with a soul, with a past, and it can become part of your home's story. That's how you create desire. Okay, theory is great, but let's see how all these pieces fit together in the real world. We're going to deconstruct a complete marketing pitch for an Indonesian coffee brand and see how they put these principles into action. So check out how Java Heritage Coffee just nails this. Their USP isn't just, hey, we have good coffee. No way. It's single origin, fair trade beans from Central Java. That's incredibly specific and unique. Their benefit focus isn't about the acidity of the beans, it's about transforming your morning routine and getting an authentic taste. And the language, it's all persuasive, where it's like experience and rich tradition. And finally, look at that emotional connection. They talk about the story of Central Java and supporting sustainable farming. They're appealing to your heart, not just your taste bud. So you see what they did? It's not just about the coffee beans anymore. They aren't just selling you a caffeine fix. They're selling you an experience, a culture, a connection to a specific place and its people. They are literally selling you a story in a cup. And that is what makes a customer choose them over 1,000 other bags of coffee on the shelf. So I'm going to leave you with a little thought experiment. Just look at the phone or computer you're watching this on right now. You didn't buy it just for the features, right? Not just for the screen resolution or the gigabytes of RAM. Think about it. What benefit were you actually buying? Was it the feeling of connection, the promise of productivity, a tool for your creativity, the feeling of being organized and on top of things? When you can start seeing the hidden benefits behind every product you own, that's when you've really started to think like a great marketer.